this evening from Westover. You join us for this match between India and England. I'm Mike Appleton, and with me in the commentary box today is the dashing David Gower. Thanks, Mike. Always. Straightforward choice there. Good decision. Well, has the ball in in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on. Finds the edge. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. And on, brilliant catch.
It was straight down their throat. They can hold their head in shame. Pulls off the first ball of the match.
The new batter always likes to field the bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Edged it. Bowler is confident on this one. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
No run on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Missed that, takes a hit on the body. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Wow, that's missed a lot.
They never really got in the right position to try. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Oh, India on for 2. Work the right arm coming into the attack from the city end. This is everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Loud appeal. Needs to be on target.
I don't think there's any fat on that as they come through the single.
Beaten on the drive.
Trying to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Nice shot, runs possible. Gone, excellent catch, close to the back.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got that key batter out cheaply.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing that first ball.
That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batters coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Drives and misses everything.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. It just couldn't get the drive away. Just threw the shot too early. chased after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Gone, it's a good catch.
The charge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. It's not timing it at all. That's poor play.
End of a really good over. Taking the wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate. Simple as you like. Didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in the over.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring. Not many runs off the bat so far, but the team total, it's moving along nicely. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot. Yep, the batters are doing their number of extras the bowlers have given away is just inexcusable. Wood with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
And well targeted bowling, however. Certainly something to build on.
Nice running between the wickets. Giving the pads, not the bat though.
Not the ideal way of handling that ball. Strong appeal. Huge edge. Doesn't beat the infield. Could that be out? Not so.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the B early and expand as they get settled. Couldn't have played that any better.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Wokes will be disappointed with that delivery.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Timed it nicely.
You could see by how it whistled away from the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Well, getting the wicket in that over, really great bowling. There wasn't much on offer to the batters. working in the city end. They'll get at least one. Great catch, first ball of the over.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of the wicket. There'll be 1 run here for them. Great shot. It's not going to beat the fielder.
Exquisitely down the front with a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move really.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, and most of them not. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. The captain can push this field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle. Nicely played, perfect timing.
Well, there was a split second to decide which end to throw to. In the end, it was a poor choice. And they're away, and nicely off the mark. Well, it's beaten them entirely. The only other thing it could have done was knock over the stumps. Well, look how close that was to off stump. The timing on the shot was poor. Really didn't even get close to the ball. Very lucky to get away with that.
What great reaction. Catch close in.
Another one goes to said, that's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. I just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. There'll be runs here. There it is. Finishes the innings off, and what a way to do it. And this pitch and in these conditions is going to take really special for the bowlers to win it. Really needed more runs on the board. Pressure will be right on the bowlers if they don't find early.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away. The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punch that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Hale is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field back on ball early on. Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
It was wide and suited.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? A couple on offer here.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Well played. Should get a single.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
They'll pick the gap. Perfect timing.
A brilliant throw into the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
A brilliant batting effort gets them home easily in the end. A fabulous all-round performance in order.
Good evening and welcome to our coverage.
West Indies will know there's something in it for the bowls early, but batting first seems to be something captains are always inclined to do to get runs on the board.
Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two teams. Trying to field with that shot.
They've got their timing all wrong. Nothing to worry about for the first ball of the innings.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get the first runs.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Brilliant diving stop. Edge, amazing delivery. End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. West Indies are 6 for 9. The team will be after a positive innings in this battle. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Delivery, got onto the front foot and found the space to get that onto the boundary.
Now, I don't think we'll be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit the boundary.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Found the gap with ease, wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Over. West Indies are 14 for 9. Now from the city end. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Exquisitely down the front with a gorgeous looking drive, could be worth more.